Welcome to the Sports Center, made possible by Isso and F.O.A. Today we have Gavin Karunanayake with us. Welcome to the show, Gavin.
Hi, lovely to be here.
So, to start with, tell us a bit about yourselves.
So, I am a national swimmer, but I have also represented Sri Lanka in numerous amounts of sports. I think that would be the highlight of my life, actually, representing Sri Lanka. I live for those moments and to see the proudness in my parents' face and also the inspiration I bring to younger athletes and those around me, I think is something remarkable.
I mean, you're doing it right now.
So, yeah. But yeah, I went to the British School in Colombo, and prior to that, I went to the Gateway College in Colombo. And weirdly enough, I made the not so popular decision to not continue my studies. Even with scholarships, etc., I chose to focus on my swimming. So right after I graduated from the British School in Colombo, I joined the Sri Lankan Army. So that is actually who I represent right now, the Sri Lankan Army. So, yeah.
And also, we have Jenga right here. Good hey, you may be good at sports, but I'm good at Jenga. I lost in the previous episode. But still, you know.
All right, game on.
Game on, I guess.
All right.
Gavin, what is the greatest achievement in life for you?
So, I would like to state that I don't have one particular great achievement, but as I mentioned before, it's these little things that I cherish. So, especially in swimming, we target these little milestones where we try and break each one, right? So I would say each one is a great achievement because if you don't celebrate those little successes, in swimming, we have this saying, it's the journey, not the outcome. So, yeah, I would say these little wins every single day, every single session, every single lap we do, I think there's an achievement in there to look at. So, yeah.
I like that.
Thank you.
It's my turn on the Jenga now. Wow, I literally said that you may be good at sports, but I'm good at Jenga. I'm embarrassed.
It's alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
Win for you. You may be good at sports and also in Jenga as well. I give up, I guess.
A possible career, maybe after swimming is done. We'll consider.
And I have no career. And please share your journey with us. Since when did you start?
So, I don't know if this is even legal, but my dad was a national swimmer back when he was at Royal. He studied at Royal College. But my mom was not so much a swimmer. So she used to go for these adult learn to swim classes after having me. And I think it was when I was about 3 months old, was when I was chucked in to the shallow end of the Royal College pool. Wow. And story goes, I do not remember for the heart of me, but story goes, I floated up and I'm here today. So I think...
You're not dead.
Yeah, thank you. Worked out well.
And who's your inspiration throughout this journey?
Right, so there's two big names, Caleb Dressel and Michael Phelps. So my events are actually the same events that Michael Phelps won his golds at in the 2008 Beijing Olympics, where he set an Olympic, actually a world record, where he became the athlete to score the most number of Olympic golds in one successful Olympics. So yeah, straight answer is Michael Phelps. I mean, what better? That's the peak of the sport.
You had it memorized actually, that's unfair. You had it, I have two people. This was straight. Okay. And also, we have some Sri Lankan specific questions as well. Players are given a hard time by the government. You know? Prices of basic equipments are skyrocketed. Opportunities are restricted. As a swimmer, like the prices skyrocketing is a big deal for swimmers, as I know, because I have many friends who are swimmers.
As a swimmer, our time in the water is very much essential, right? So when lockdown hit, it destroyed. So I train at the Rainbow Aquatic Center, right? And that hit our club hard because, and all swimmers alike around the world, because not being able to go to a pool and actually get those hours in the water in is, I mean, pretty much our whole sport entirely gone. Swimming. It's in the description. It's in the job description, swimming. But yeah, so it's been a thing of the new sort of like the dry land and then the gymming. So basically we were on full-on routines at home workouts here in morning and evening, sorry. And then trying to keep our fitness so that when we eventually do get back into the water, we were at our peak potential physically, at least, so we can hit the water best. So yeah, these last few years have been challenging for us. But if you look at it, we had a couple of meets recently, and like the development in the sport is amazing because you have all these young stars who have just been working on themselves and all of a sudden are like just swimming amazing times. So it's actually, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it, but
True.
But it's amazing to see that the sport was able to hold its value and like its star power, especially in the times that we could swim, even amidst all this crisis. But there is a glimpse of hope for us. The boundaries are ever so much being changed. This time at the World Championships, we had 40-year-olds, 41-year-olds breaking world records.
Shout
That's
out to
crazy.
y'all.
Yeah. And we also had 14-year-olds. So I think that's inspiration for us to also show that, hey, we might lose these 2 years, but you work outside and you get back in, and then you might be able to do something in the next few years to come. Age is just a number. That's it.
I say that you have it inside you. Who is your motivator?
There's a bunch of motivators, but I'll just go through them quickly. The biggest motivation for me personally in this sport is once you touch that wall and then you turn around, you take off your goggles and then you see the time board. That is when you see that all the hours, the dark, the not talking to anyone, just putting your head down, getting in the work, getting in the laps, being scolded at, having fun, maybe running too much, working too hard. Yeah, that happens. All the hours of dedication and sacrifice is all worth it. And sometimes it isn't worth it. Sometimes you might not have improved, but there's always something to learn. So I guess that's motivating in a way, just to see that time change through a positive or a negative. Either way, I think is a great motivator for me. And second, and this is quite a personal one, and it's a tradition that I brought up since I was small. Whenever I get a championship or a medal, I like to usually go give it to my mom's, and I put it around my mom's neck and give the trophy to my dad. Because who am I? Yeah, my rock. I mean, who am I without them? So all the mornings I've been to practice, so I owe it all to them.
Any physical injuries or mental letdowns throughout your journey, which almost made you quit your teenage dream?
Oh yes, this sport is so mental. But before I address that physical, personally, I've had a knee dislocation when I was 12, and this was.
I mean, not wow, but I said wow, like you went through that.
Yeah, and this was 3 days prior to the international swimming meet. So yeah, emotions were at an all-time high, and I was expected to perform very well. But a coach came up to me and said he performed much better after he recovered from this injury. And so it turned out, after that 6 months of recovery period, I just went on to become a 3-time national champion and then getting SARC medals, representing Sri Lanka in not only swimming, modern pentathlon. I'm a karateka, I've represented Sri Lanka in that. And then winter sports, I'm part of the inaugural team that represented Sri Lanka in winter sports. So that injury was crucial for me to take that step ahead in life and in my sports career. So yes.
And also, was it worth it?
Definitely. To be a swimmer, you have to be very much entertained by yourself. I know that sounds... What I mean by that is, you spend hours with your head under the water. You are all by yourself. There is no other sport where you have to wake up early in the morning, get into a freezing cold pool, and not even be able to talk to your friends and purely get the work done. You have to keep your head down and get in the work done. So yeah, swimming is all up here. Like,
So proud of you, and I'm really happy that you're here after all you went through.
thank you, I'm honored.
A big shout out to Isso for being our venue partner, and also F.O.A to being our gift partner. Gavin, that's a small thing for you.
Thank you.
And ending this episode right here, I will come with another fun and exciting episode next. Stay tuned. Until then, see ya.
Let you get a taste. Yeah, taste. Do you love the taste? Yeah, that's cool.
Living with talent.